You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. 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 Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic.
Okay, welcome to episode 6, season 8 of Talking Raptors. Barry Taylor here with Nick Reynolds. How you doing, man?
Feeling all right, man. I'm feeling all right.
It's snowing today.
First real day of winter.
A big snowfall. It's kind of nice. Kind of enjoyed it. It was relaxing, you know? Okay.
Is it? This is not the kind of this snow looks like it hurts your face.
I mean, you can't go out anyway, so
Yeah, I mean
here,
that's like I don't know. It's not pleasant to look at. No, I wouldn't say that it's relaxing. It makes me angry.
Broadcasting as always on Raptors Republic, raptorsrepublic.com.
Get your sixes. Come get your sixes. We got a 6 from here, six over there, six from the
Drake,
6.
here's your royalty money. Any news with the...
Yeah, but news has come out.
What's that?
The album has been delayed
Okay.
due to him rehabbing his ACL.
Is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Whatever he's got to do, you know?
I mean, I guess.
Did you check out that Bieber song I told you about?
I did.
How good is that?
It's very good.
That song Monster, Shawn Mendes. Holy fuck, that's a banger. Late to this on, I realize, but
Bieber has the last few have been really good, man.
just bangers. But
The song "Holy" with
not bad. Chance the Rapper, come on now.
and "Lonely," the one he
Yes.
did on. Come on,
He's got. Hey, if we need a backup global ambassador, I'm just saying, assistant global ambassador.
like Stripes. We can get Bieber as Stripes.
He can be. He is the 905 global ambassador.
Our ambassador tore his ACL. Next in line, Justin Bieber.
Thing 1.
At the time of recording this podcast, the Toronto Raptors are 4.5 games out of first place.
4.5 games.
We're doing okay.
In what has been kind of a disaster a little bit. So that's
I mean, it wasn't a bad week overall. Really wanted them to win that last Indiana game.
Yeah.
I had like levels of anxiety that I should not have had for a midseason Indiana Pacers game. But
No.
I was like, fuck, man, let's get this. You know?
I know.
It's tough. And
And you also always want to beat. You know, you're a guy that was on our coaching staff.
Right.
Goes off. You want to get that win for Nicky Nurse.
And Sabonis went out early in the game.
Early,
so
yeah.
Got to take advantage of that. Man, how good is Evan Turner, though? Holy shit. Like, he's always been good.
Miles Turner.
excuse
Jesus,
me.
Evan Turner. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And Turner's
Sorry, my
not
bad, my
good at
bad.
all.
I'm drunk off the KFC. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But, I mean, he's good. He's always been good. But he's, like, up to another level this year. Like, he's fucking great.
Yeah, he's really, I mean, it takes, like, most big guys a little while to, unless you're Embiid or Jokic or, top tier big man is a different thing than what Miles Turner is. Miles Turner is on his way, man. He looks good.
Looks like he wears eyeliner, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he's got beautiful eyelashes.
He's a very, I wouldn't say handsome. I'd say beautiful. I think beautiful is the right word
He's
to describe
pretty.
him. He's
Pretty young man.
Almost looks like a cartoon. Like it's like, outlined or something. I don't know.
You know who looks like that and is also, I would describe the same way? Mikal Bridges
Okay.
on the Suns.
I'll have to Google that.
But he might be sleeper no handsome team.
Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
look out.
Okay. Well, speaking of the no handsome team and the recent successful run despite that Pacers loss, Yuta Watanabe.
Kid can play.
Kid can play and is goddamn handsome.
Beautiful man.
But man, he's great. Like
Dude, he has like grease lightning hair. Like his hair, he looks like Danny Zuko.
Sure.
Dude, he looks like he's in the
T-Birds.
Thunderbirds. Yeah.
T-Birds. He's a T-Bird.
Yeah.
He just seems he's always in the right place. He hustles nonstop, and he seems to just make the right play all it. Like he doesn't make stupid mistakes. He's just always kind of consistently good.
He reminds me of a young Pascal Siakam.
Don't do that to the man. But he's been a very pleasant surprise, I gotta say. Big fan of that guy.
I mean, he's getting... Dude, even DeAndre Bembry had some good minutes.
He had some great
dude.
minutes.
And also, we got to, again, say, Stanley Johnson, you are winning over hearts all across this good land we call Canada.
And the DeAndre, he went for it that one time. Like, he went to poster dunk. It didn't go in, but I was just like, buddy, just keep going for that shit.
Yeah,
man.
good on you for
Appreciate
trying
the
that.
effort. Huge.
And very hilarious that Matt Thomas came in immediately,
Stepped
turned the
out of
ball over,
bounds.
yeah, and then hit 3 and won 3.
4 point. What is going on with that though? Seriously,
Yo, are we gonna get into?
dude. Like I've been like not. I don't think either of us have tweeted about it because it's just like.
It's a glaring thing that's happening.
Yeah, and at first it was like, well, he's like, not doing. But yesterday he was +4 in whatever a minute and a half.
Yeah,
And then he never. Something's going on there.
it has to be. Matt Thomas definitely was like, "You can't play guitar, bitch," and Nick Nurse snapped.
And scoring's been an issue, and that's all that guy does.
I don't know how many fucking times this season we've gone like 5+ minutes without scoring a single basket.
Right.
But it's more. It's got to be more than the history of the team.
It just feels like someone's gonna sign him whenever he becomes a free agent, and he's gonna get like decent minutes and average like 12 points off the bench every single game. And we're just like, why?
He should be used like JJ Redick. I personally don't understand what's going on.
It's weird. It's very weird. There's something there.
For him to get no
Nothing.
look ever
Right.
is crazy.
There's something there. There's got to be. He banged someone.
I'm telling you, man. He shit on. Said the Arkells were garbage. Arkells suck, man. Nick Nurse said what?
There's
What
for
did
sure
I just hear?
layers, levels, something is going on behind the scenes because it's like he's going out of his way not to play him now. It's not like he's just like
What could he like? How bad could he be in practice? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's
Fucking-
scoring the wrong rim. How like?
I don't
Dude,
know.
'cause the dude can fucking shoot, man.
And
Like,
a lot
even
of-
just spot plays. I don't understand why. Like, you know what I mean? Like 3 seconds left. It's our ball at a timeout. Why wouldn't you just run a play for the best shooter on your team?
one of the best shooters in the league.
Well, we don't know because he doesn't play enough fucking minutes. We don't know.
And then, but just again, the fact that they don't have great shooters sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just like
we take the most threes in the league, and our
well,
best 3-point shooter shoots none of them.
that's messed up.
Right? Isn't that
That's messed up.
like we literally take the most threes in the league, and our best 3-point shooter does not take any of
He
them.
doesn't play. It got like this was the first time that Pacers game. I was like, now it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Dude, my heart, like when he came in and
Stepped on that out of bounds.
yeah,
That
I was
so
like,
funny.
oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's like, buddy, could you not?
Please. Imagine how he felt. He's like, fuck,
I know,
dude.
right?
Oh, my God.
Everyone online's like, we're rooting for you, dude. You're trending every other game.
Oh, my. Yeah, dude, just the pressure that's on that kid now to come in for 11 seconds that you get. Yeah, let me see something, kid.
Yeah.
11 seconds.
Step out of bounds. Done. We'll
Whoops.
never play again. But they go back. He played at Iowa State. There's some small town shit happening there.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something happened in Iowa.
Dude,
When-
because honestly, like when Matt Thomas checked in yesterday, I was like, this looks like Nick Nurse's like son. You know what I'm saying? Like, like this guy looks like, or his younger brother. Do you know what I mean?
Dude.
It's like they look the same, dude. Like,
Now we're on to something.
yeah.
Now we're on to something.
Matt Thomas stole one of Nick Nurse's Hubie Brown DVDs,
Something happened back in Iowa.
and he wants it fucking back, buddy.
So there's the Matt Thomas weird stuff. Utah's looked great. Stanley Johnson's looked great.
Chris Boucher had a
Boucher's been good. He hasn't
Yeah.
been like lights out, but he's been good. It's been great.
coming back down to earth a little bit.
And yeah, it just feels like they're not that far out of it, despite the disaster starts of the season. So,
That's it's the Raptors, man.
but I mean,
Just
Milwaukee.
when you thought they were down and out.
Right.
We
No-
got some big fucking games coming up, though. The tone of this might all change real quick.
We could be back to angry and swearing next
Yeah.
week after
could happen.
facing Milwaukee.
It's gonna be amazing when Nick Nurse, 10 games from now, just has Matt Thomas in the starting lineup just to fuck everything up.
He's gonna get the DNA test back. Go on, Maury. You are the father. It's like, fuck.
Okay.
All right, you can start now.
Gonna need you to start pulling your weight around here, kid.
Thing two.
Tied, of course, to the Eastern Conference standings and the fact that the Raptors are still alive. Kyle Lowry. A lot of talk about him being traded online this week. Not that that means anything, but, you know.
Guess he wasn't stellar, and because he's got goddamn turf toe or something.
Turf toe, he for sure wasn't 100% in
No.
that game he came back. Like, he did not look like himself. What do you think? Like, do they keep him and keep going and keep trying to win with him? Because I don't know, what do you get for him right now that helps you
in the future?
Yeah, and it's not like,
First of all,
we're done tanking. Like, we can't tank at this point.
like we said, we're 4.5 games back of first place in the Eastern Conference. No, you
Yeah.
can't. Now is not the time to. And also, man, like, I don't ever want that guy to not be on the Raptors.
I know.
I want him to retire.
Yes.
Like, the only ever reason you trade Kyle Lowry is if he asks to be traded,
Yes. Totally agree.
and that's the only time.
I just don't see how it benefits the team in any way right now.
Like,
'Cause,
who's
like,
going to
if-
give you a shit ton of draft picks for him? If they're, I mean, I can understand it from asset building. Like, yeah, okay, that's a, depreciating asset, and then you want to get future assets in return, right? So on
Yeah.
paper, yeah, okay, makes sense. But like we don't want that to be our last championship, right? And at some point in a franchise, you have to kind of like honor your fucking dudes, man. Like,
yeah,
do you
which
know
they've
what I'm
been
saying?
doing, but like, I agree, just keep doing it. Like, there's no reason to not do it.
Like, if you like, I don't know, just in short term, like you're a player on the outside orbit of you're in the league, right? And like, oh, maybe we'll go to the Raptors. I didn't like how they did DeMar DeRozan like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they're successful. And, years from now, hey, look how they treated Kyle Lowry, man. He's got a statue, you know what I mean? They retired. They gave him money all the way to the end.
Yep.
I don't know, dude. Like, there's a reason why Udonis Haslem is still on the fucking bench for the Heat, right?
He's Mr. Miami.
And I'm nowhere near saying that Kyle Lowry is still a fucking top point guard in the league.
Yeah, of course. And there's more, like everything you just said. That's, to me, I would think more valuable than anything they could get for him in return. Like, the value of them, like, this is the first guy where they can be like, yo, we're going to unload the bank on you for the rest of your career and just give you respect paychecks and treat you right until you retire.
Your legacy.
Yes.
Your legacy's legacy is made by, this is your guy to start it. You
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
have one.
Exactly. And that is like way more valuable than any, because the thing is, if you get a draft pick from a contender, like, it's going to be a high pick, right? So like, what the fuck are we doing here? You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And I don't want to see the guy on another team selfishly. So let's
100%
keep
no.
that in mind. I mean, obviously they care what we think. And the one thing obviously is they played so well without him, but it's like, whatever. Who gives a shit?
I mean,
He's in. He was in.
that was this little stretch too, right?
Yes.
Like, don't forget the beginning stretch when
Yeah, he was
the only guy playing,
Yeah,
right?
literally
Like,
the only guy. Yeah.
We're all just. I mean, we're guilty of it too, because that's the fucking. That's what happens when you do a weekly fucking podcast. You kind of have to be a little reactionary about shit. But I'm like,
course.
this is too. Not fucking Kyle Lowry, bro. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about here? Everyone, chill out.
There's just too much value they could do with keeping him.
Yeah, like I want that guy to be like a Raptor for life, man. I want him to still be with the team when he's done playing
Exactly.
in some capacity,
100%.
Put a statue out. Like, that's how you do that for that guy.
Keep him around as like a player rep or something.
Whatever he
wants.
wants to do, dude. Like, if, like whatever job you want to do in the organization, bro.
We could set up like an embassy in Philadelphia that he could just run.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
And he can just, any local players, just go talk to
Kyle.
Kyle Lowry at the embassy, Toronto Raptors embassy.
We got thing 3.
OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet. OG Anunoby basically has his own fragrance now with Axe body spray.
Yeah. Axe body spray.
And it's called what? Skateboards and Roses?
Skateboards and fresh roses.
He has done his own commercial, and then he did one with VanVleet as well.
Did one with Freddie. Freddie's in on the action.
Listen.
Secure the bag, fellas.
Yo, and real quick, Fred VanVleet is like honestly becoming one of the greatest Raptors, like legit of all time. Just based on like, yeah, of course the guy can score, but his defense is freaking insane. Like, it is crazy.
Dude,
He keeps shutting guys down.
When he's like in Raptors lore already.
Yes.
And that's not just from Raptors fans. It's like league wide. You seen what Fred did? Fucking shut down Steph. You know what I mean? Like, that's the lore that he's.
Yep.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, that we got that guy.
It's a thing.
And
It's a thing.
that guy's got a lot more lures to create
Yes.
for us. So it's super wicked to see.
Yeah, and he just got added to the pool of players for Team USA.
Yeah.
To try, like, he's just, I mean, obviously,
Kick
like,
Kyle Lowry right out of that,
right? Like Siakam and Anunoby, and I would say even like Norm too, just because they have that title and they've been around for a bit. But it's like Vanvleet's like, he's creeping into the top 5 greatest Raptors of all time. You know?
Yeah.
He's really good.
Well, who would you say right now then? If he's on like the cusp of it, let's say he's 6, 7 ish.
All right, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously Lowry's 1.
Yeah.
Technically, I seriously think DeRozan's 2. I know people are like, oh, Vince or like Bosch, but it's like, yo, DeRozan did more here than either of those guys. And then
Keon Clark.
And yeah, but I mean, like, then I guess Vince. And then, but then I'd put Fred maybe 4th. Like who?
What about Jose?
Yeah.
What about Alvin?
Yeah. I mean, he's got a ring, you know?
I know. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just
yeah,
asking.
No, I know what I mean. But he's like, he got a ring, but he's a part of the reason they've got a ring. Like, he wasn't on the team, and he shut down Steph Curry.
You got to put Siakam in there too. Then he did the
but
I
firmly believe he's more consistent than Pascal Siakam. I think he's better than Siakam. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna say it. Said it.
I think this stretch he has been better, but I don't think
I
don't think he's better. But hey, we'll see. This is good. We got a little podcast debate going on here.
Listen,
arguing against our own fucking team. This is what happens, man, when you lose to the goddamn Pacers.
Yeah. But anyway, after all that digression, he's in an Axe commercial, so that puts him up over the top.
Yeah.
But OG's got his own body spray, so maybe that gives him, I don't know, a lot of questions here. Pretty good commercials though. Funny.
Yeah, they're the OG one's perfect.
Yeah, they nailed it. And then the one with Fred VanVleet, he's a much better basketball player than actor, I'll say.
Oh yeah, that's that script was written on some big ass cue cards, man, and he was
that was like,
there was like a Combine one and they just switched to the other one and he did not nail that, but he's like, I'm fucking done, all right?
they tried. And
that's all you can ask.
Yeah.
He's not going to be in Space Jam anytime soon, but God damn it, I'll take a sniff of the fragrance.
Sure. I might even buy one just to support the guy.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think they're getting any money from the direct sales of skateboards and roses.
That's a good point, but
do you think these guys skateboard? I think I can see OG skateboarding. Are you even allowed to fucking skateboard when you're in the NBA?
Probably not.
Like they wouldn't let you you can't just go fucking ripping down the street and
Yeah, I don't think so. There's a lot of stuff you can't do.
Yeah.
Technically.
And then John Wall fucked himself up last year in the shower.
Right.
Well, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he was skateboarding.
Like I really like that's one thing for us to do one day is find out what the fuck NBA players are and are not allowed to do.
That's interesting, yeah.
Not allowed to go on a trampoline. Do you know what I mean? There's so many.
Right.
You can't go ice skating. You can't.
No, but it is nice that they those two guys are in a commercial. You know, that's great. But again, it allowed OG to make some endorsement money and not go GoDaddy.
Yeah.
Right? So it's win-win for all of
that's
us.
a big respect because I think I said at the beginning of the year that OG was going to get to GoDaddy. He said, "Fuck you, man."
Said you
big money. Rich Paul, son. We're going for Axe.
That's right, yeah, buddy. I bet that's part of it.
100%.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
GoDaddy probably tried, and Rich Paul's like, "Are you out? Your name is GoDaddy, you fucking idiots. Get out of here."
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I'm eating lunch with Jay-Z, bro. What do you don't GoDaddy?
But GoDaddy, there's no Raptor affiliation at all.
After I saw the Axe, I went and tried to figure out. The last was Muggsy, man, and I hope someone checked on Muggsy.
I mean, yeah, God willing, the man's still alive.
Yeah.
So it's Andre DeGrasse right now, his GoDaddy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that guy's had his share of injuries too. Like he's pretty much fucking rolling the dice on that one. Like,
yeah, I think he's betting on.
He's a gambler.
On Corona canceling the Olympics, he's not running.
Nah, touche. Yeah.
Give me thing 4.
So listen, we talked about the Whistleblower podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was in the off season. At some point, I heard it and it blew my freaking mind, changed my outlook on everything, broke my brain, and then you just finished it this past week.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's not good.
Right?
It's over. It's
right?
Basketball is a sham. It's all fixed.
It's all
nonsense.
It changes everything, that podcast.
It's Okay, so like I'll try to be like very serious about how they're not like there's not one ref in control of the game. He's like, okay, the Houston's winning this game 100 no matter what happens. That's not what we're doing. Right? Because that would be too obvious. And the corruption comes in like during the betting. Like, so there's a spread. Like the Sixers are going to win by 6.
Yes,
6 points.
Yes.
And then those ticky-tacky shit at the end, that's when it starts getting crazy.
Yeah.
That's when I was more like, oh no. Mm-hmm. And then this is a good exercise for people at home. Just Google Scott Foster referee. Just do that. Just Google that and look at the fucking countless players that have complained about Scott Foster. And this is guys, Scott Foster's refs every fucking week.
Mm-hmm. He refs a lot of games.
Tim Donaghy called him 131 times.
Well, that's not good.
More than he called his own bookie.
That's not good.
Apparently, they're godfathers of each other's children.
Huh. That adds up. That's not...
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole Chris Paul thing, too. In the bubble last year.
Man was in tears.
He's crying. And Scott Foster was mocking him before
Your fucking players union.
What is
Suck
this?
this, you idiot. I'm Scott Foster.
That's fun.
Also, in the whistleblower, them talking about just the refs going on fucking benders is one of the funniest things. Like, yeah, he had vodka in his Gatorade bottle, just drinking during the game.
Just banging like hookers on the side in between games.
These guys really think they're fucking superstars. That's what's crazy.
They were kind of living that life, though. I got to tell you. Yeah. Because it's like, I used to work in radio, and it is, I'm fortunate, I think, and I'm pretty confident, I was very self-aware as to how unimportant we were in the music business.
Yeah.
But you, in radio, get treated as if you're part of the music business.
You're like a
you're
band,
backstage,
you're a lead singer of a band.
Like you're backstage at the shows. You get open bar shit like all the artists. Like you get everything, but you didn't do anything to deserve it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's how NBA officials are. Like they get that NBA player lifestyle, but they're not. Because like, man, if you and I really tried hard in our 20s, probably could have been an NBA ref.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not maybe not, but like...
I mean, if you knew a cousin in the NBA, you're in right the fuck away, right. Dude.
But I mean,
you don't even have to know the rules of the game.
I feel like we could get to, say, a collegiate referee anyway. Yeah. It's much more attainable than, obviously,
I think if I started now, I could get to a collegiate, a collegiate referee, to be honest.
Exactly. So it's like, it is like, and that's what it was like in radio. It's like that backdoor into this lifestyle that you didn't do the work or have the talent to be part of, but you're there. So just like, fuck, man, like I'm gonna live like I'm a rock star.
Those who can't teach or become fucking referees.
Become NBA referees.
Some of them do both. God damn it.
Fucking lit up. So yeah, I totally. That's all I could think of when I heard that. I was like, oh yeah, no, I've seen that. I did that myself. At least, but the thing was, I was aware. I was like, yo, we're all losers here. Like we don't deserve this, but I'm obviously going to take full advantage and get shit-faced off this free beer.
Wow, it's free beer. What are we doing?
Exactly.
Regardless of the circumstances of how you came across, you got to drink it.
Yes. But all that said, Scott Foster is a terrible human being, it would seem.
Yeah. He does not seem...
or maybe
not bad human. Cause
yeah, that's too harsh. He just doesn't have the morals that you would say you would expect.
You would want.
Right, what you would want from a professional referee.
Yeah,
that's good.
You want, but okay, taking out the clear gambling psychopath shit that is happening in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Imagine like, oh, we caught you fucking gambling on games. Hey, you can't do that. You can bet on horses, right? No problem, but don't fucking bet on NBA games, okay? Yeah, okay, gotcha, Captain. Wink, wink. Only on horses. Gotcha. It's just insane. But like referees are just like on the surface. Let's just look at it. Not knowing what we know.
Yeah.
They got beef. Just like anybody,
they're human beings.
You like people more than you like other people, and I think I was talking about Zarar on this about how Fred is going to get more calls going to the basket because he's get paid more money.
Yeah, 100%.
That's just right. Like you
Works like
know about this.
Everyone
guy.
knows that.
They read fucking Twitter. They see the names. They see
Yes.
okay, this guy's going, and then now you have a reputation,
Yes.
and you're viewed in a different light than you were, right? So it's like inherently there's a bias.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're supposed to have 3 fucking guys, so you have head referees. This Scott Foster is the fucking.
So what do you like? Is it wrestling? Is the NBA wrestling?
I mean, this is one thing we've said many times on this podcast, and we've had to talk ourselves down from a ledge with referee conspiracies against the Raptors numerous times throughout this 8 seasons of this podcast.
Yep.
Have we been like, okay, we can't get too fucking crazy, but we've also always said the Raptors have to beat whatever team's in front of them and the refs.
It's always the thing.
Always.
And it sucks because that's the worst. That's the worst excuse to say as a fan. You're like, oh, the refs are fucking us over. It's just like, well, you just sound like an idiot. Like you sound like you're a sore loser or something. But it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing in this league. And it's not even just against the Raptors, but it's like that was the thing that killed me with that podcast. Is it validated that the refereeing is not always on the up and up in the league, and then it just broke my brain as to what to believe anymore in terms of. The greatness, even of like, sadly, Michael Jordan. Like, yes, clearly he's one of the greatest players of all time. But if like Karl Malone was chosen to be that guy in the Utah Jazz win, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's always going to be stuck in my head now, always.
And it's crazy because the NBA is still profiting off of Michael Jordan.
Yes.
So it's like they made this guy Jesus, and we're not going to take away Jesus.
No,
Jesus is still here for us.
You can't be a religion without the main dude.
Yeah, so he's also, you know who was a big gambler?
Right, like that's the thing is like what before when it's like, did he leave to go play baseball for gambling? You're like, what are you
out of your mind?
Ridiculous? Like what's going on here? And it's like, oh, now I'm like, maybe he did actually. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like
before I listened to Whistleblower with him leaving to play baseball, and someone's like, "Oh, Stern forced him out because of gambling." I was like, "There's
insane,
there's a 5% chance that happened just because there's a 5% chance anything could happen." Now I'm like, it's 50-50.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, that's for sure.
And how just how cutthroat David Stern was at the time,
what a lunatic!
Like fighting for his business, basically, right?
Yes.
And the amount of fucking money that was involved just with Michael alone.
Billions of dollars.
Fucking craziness, dude.
Yeah, and billionaire
that's
owners.
literally was probably the difference of the NBA existing.
Yeah, Michael's the one. Like it started to take off with Magic and Bird, but it wasn't even close to what Jordan did.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Protect those investments, man. Dude, one day fucking Mark Cuban, it's going to be shit-faced somewhere, and someone's going to get some dirt, and it's going to be glorious.
He for sure knows. The guy definitely knows.
Oh, he's outspoken about it like a lot of times. Even recently, he's like, there's still a lot of things we got to change, but we're slowly, getting there. Like, I think the thing is, like, people think, okay, that was way back in the day, right? Like, they've got to fix it. But that's what we're saying. The problem is that nothing has been fixed. Literally, Scott Foster is still reffing games.
Calling out Chris Paul last season.
Yeah.
Making him cry. Like, what are we doing here?
It's like how fucking white supremacy is in the police force.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just inbred in the thing, and the system at the top. The referee system is what's the problem.
And it's again like you said though, it's literally $1 billion industry, and you don't become $1 billion industry without having some like psycho cutthroat shit going on in the background. Yeah. Like I don't know, just that doesn't happen without that.
No, hell no, man. You gotta have some fucking.
Well, all in all, I'm just
Thailand child sewing your Nikes. Like this is what it is.
I'm glad we're both on the same page now that you've.
Basketball's over.
There are sometimes I'll be watching a Raptor game and they'll just be like back-to-back ridiculous calls, and I will literally be like, maybe I'm watching wrestling right now. Like maybe I'm a fucking idiot.
If any of our listeners, I don't know how to do this. I tried. I'm not smart, but I just want to know our record. When Scott
Foster's refereeing.
Scott Foster is refereeing. That's all I want to know.
Yeah. Well, If someone can hit us up with that.
And also, I didn't try that hard. I Googled a few different phrases. Didn't work.
You tried.
And, listen.
It's more effort than I put in.
I had weed to smoke, and I smoked it.
But all in all, what a podcast, huh?
Yep. Thank you, Tim Livingston, for ruining basketball for me.
I mean, if you're listening to this and you've not listened to that podcast, turn our podcast off and go listen to that podcast. Or continue to live in ignorance. Like, don't...
Live in bliss, man. Don't learn the shit.
Red pill, blue pill right now, all right? Like, just know that, ignorance is kind of blissful. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Makes you question a lot, dude. Like, you did... After I finished, my brain just started flashing back to so many games.
Dude, yes. And the other thing, too, I was like, I can't believe the Raptors actually won in 2019. Like, I was like, that was not the fucking plan. Like, that's how good that team was.
Yeah.
That it broke the NBA's refereeing scandal.
Yeah, there's no way.
Because you could tell even Game 6, like the last 30 seconds, they were trying to extend that series. Like the most insane foul calls. Like just kept on going to the point where even the players are like, why are we doing this? Like, it's over. Let us fucking leave the court, please.
Do we know Scott Foster ref that game?
No. It was Mark Davis is not much better, but Mark Davis, David Guthrie, and John Goebel, and Eric Lewis.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. No female referees, which is kind of interesting. I guess.
I think yesterday was the first time two female. Shout out to them. Hopefully they're not fucking corrupt.
And that I will say is, Becky Hammond ref that game. Coach that game a couple weeks ago, which was amazing. And Rudy Gay had the great comment after. He's like, yeah, it's great. He's like, I can't wait till we just don't even notice this.
Yep.
Talk about, but that's what NBA referees are, which I think is one of the dopest things about the NBA is no one talks about how many female officials there are. They're just there. No one never comes up. No one fucking bitches. Everyone's just like, there's
lots
a ref.
of diversity in the corruption going on. Good stuff. They're not getting flagged for that, buddy. Yo, no. You're not hiring us for our you're not firing us for our hiring practices. God knows. No.
Equal opportunity corruption.
Anybody can come fucking fuck with people's money.
Hey, mister, thing 5.
Latest installment of the chicken sandwich search.
Yeah, now to the real serious stuff, the podcast.
We went with a KFC original sandwich. We are staying once again.
Is it called original?
Famous chicken sandwich. It's called the famous chicken sandwich.
Famous already. KFC. I like what you're doing here.
Bold statement.
Which is different from the Big Crunch sandwich.
Yes, it is the one when Popeyes came out with theirs, and they're like, "Listen, we got our own game."
The Colonel's got something to say.
Yeah, and again, this is the non-spicy category. We're filling out first. What are your initial thoughts? How did it go down for you?
It was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it was good. It was a good sandwich. I would you know what I mean? You're out real quick. Oh shit, KFC. I'll get a little chicken sandwich and.
The bun was a little lackluster. I was a little surprised that they didn't have a nicer bun, to be honest.
You're a big bun guy.
Well, I mean, I noticed these things.
Yeah, no,
because
you're
it's like that little thing,
It wasn't. It almost like there wasn't enough bun, which is a fine line to walk. Bun to meat ratio with any sandwich you're dealing with, but
yes, the chicken itself was great. Very big size, breast. Very happy with that.
Yeah.
No lettuce or tomato, and to your probably anger.
Yes, I was angry.
It was just pickles and mayo, but they were sweet pickles.
Yeah, and I ate them. You fucking psychos! They put more of those garbage things on.
I mean, even I noticed that. And as a pickle guy, I was like, "What do we?" I don't know, man.
Dude, why didn't they put lettuce on the sandwich? What's going on?
Don't know. Lettuce and mayo is like all you really need on a chicken sandwich. The pickles that Mary Brown does, big fan.
I think Casey commented on about the Mary Brown. The pickle comes on top. So for what I like, just a little. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of pickle taste. That's perfect.
All right.
And you don't get it till you get to the center of the bun.
Do you think it was better than the Wendy's original chicken sandwich?
The KFC?
Yeah, the KFC.
No.
That's my thing too. And again, it feels I was like hoping,
it was also not better than Popeyes.
No, God no. But it's like again, like I assumed going into this that the KFC would be better than Wendy's, so we could switch up our rankings a bit. You know what I mean? Because right now it just keeps going in order. But I don't think this KFC was better than the Wendy's. I'll be honest.
No. Here's a curveball.
Okay.
I don't know what this is going to do to the rankings or what happens, or if this is even allowed in this competition. I don't even think that sandwich is KFC's best chicken sandwich.
You think Big Crunch is?
I think a Big Crunch is a better sandwich
Jesus Christ.
than that sandwich.
Okay. I mean, we can bring it into the
Big Crunch has
competition.
got lettuce.
Does it?
Yes, sir. It has lettuce.
Huh. Yeah, there's no reason we can't bring the Big Crunch in. That's fine. It's not spicy.
No,
Fits
they
the
got
category.
the zinger. I think is what they call it.
Hey, that's gonna have its opportunity.
The zinger will speak.
But
When it
yeah,
is
no, we can do
spoken
the
to.
Big Crunch. What do we do? It's our thing here. Of course we
Okay,
can.
well, you know what, KFC. But I'm just saying, KFC's got 2 chances here.
Okay.
Multiple because they'll have entries in the spicy as well. So
Yes.
it's I don't like. I think we have to take that into consideration and give them some sort of like dock them for something. You can't just keep making fucking different chicken sandwiches and in hopes you
Yeah.
make the best one.
And this also was the first out of the 4 we've done so far. This is the first time after the chicken sandwich I've had a bit of like.
You felt like you ate a
Felt
fucking
like I
chicken
felt-
sandwich. Yeah.
Listen, I felt like I ate KFC.
Yeah.
We all know what that's about. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think it finishes 4th. So nothing changes. It goes Mary Brown's, Popeyes, Wendy's, KFC.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? I don't
Yeah. In brackets their new sandwich, the classic, whatever it's the famous.
Yeah, famous for being 4th.
Famous
These
for
guys.
4th.
So remaining in the category then is the Big Crunch, Harvey's, and McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A can get fucked.
Yep.
A&W, we gave you your shot.
Lost our chance.
It's over.
One of our followers did tweet at us. The sandwiches look great, by the way.
No, so yeah, it did. Well, we can recap that.
Should we talk about the was
ver-
that fuck? Let me get. I think James Saunderson. I think that was his name.
Yeah, he hit you back with it. The best is like, I gotta find this text because when you and I were going back and forth against.
Yes, James Saunderson.
So what was he saying?
He was James Saunderson is the fella that tweeted us the Burger King sandwich.
he sent you a picture, right?
He sent a picture of a sandwich that he looked like he fought. He fought the sandwich and then took a picture of it.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
No, it looked like he'd been in a fight.
Like yeah,
It looked like he punched the sandwich.
he couldn't have been like that. Can't be. He had to know what he was sending.
He's
us.
joking. He said that's what Keon Clark ate before every game, which is goddamn hilarious.
So this was a couple weeks ago. I texted. I go. I realized we have to save the Wendy's sandwich for the spicy rounds, and then I was like, we can do Harvey's, McDonald's, or Burger King next week. And you put Burger King chicken is poison. That was the only
Yeah.
thing you replied.
It's disgusting.
Out of those options, so you've been adamant since day one that Burger King is not getting a spot
No.
in this.
I'm not eating. No, it's so gross, man.
Okay. All right.
Like don't get me wrong, a Whopper is great. I love a nice Whopper, but
Angry Whopper.
they put all their energy in. Oh, Angry Whopper. No, yeah. Oh, whew.
Yeah, that's good.
That's like the bacon mushroom melt at Wendy's. Once a year, you get a little treat.
Not bad at all.
But they put all their energy into the Whoppers and the angry versions of their Whoppers. They don't give a fuck about your chicken.
No. Okay. So
Their chicken fries are better. They should just put that in a fucking bun. And that's a better sandwich than whatever the fuck.
I didn't think it was that bad, but
Dude, that is...
listen,
That's someone's sock fried up, buddy, put into a bun.
We'll follow your lead on that. That's fine. So Burger King's out. So we've just got the Big
Someone's
Crunch.
sole of their Blundstone boot that they walked around in snow all day. They fried that up.
Big Crunch, Harvey's, and McDonald's is going to wrap out this category. And if we're forgetting something, please hit us up.
Don't. I know someone else talked about Burger King.
There were
We're
a
not
few.
doing it.
There were a few, for sure.
And if you can convince me you can't, send me a picture
That was
that you ran over with your vehicle.
the saddest looking chicken burger.
Yeah, shout out to James Saunderson, man. That shit that made me laugh hard.
But like he probably ate that. Like I feel like that's, you know what I mean?
Well, he
Like,
didn't bite, just to fucking talk shit on Twitter, dude.
I don't know.
He might have been like, look, it's not that bad, and then he opened. He's like, oh,
Yes. Yeah.
it doesn't look good.
And also shout out to Wyatt Mitchell. He tried out the A&W burger, which does actually, just by this photo, look better. That bun looks better.
That's what I was gonna tell you. The bun.
It looks better than KFC.
That looks
or
like
Wendy's
the bun of
bun.
your dreams, right there, buddy.
Fuck. Well, that's their fault. You know, they locked me out of their app that I downloaded and tried.
Did Wyatt say if he enjoyed the sandwich?
He didn't say.
Wow.
Wyatt, please let us know. Give us an update.
Well.
But so the rankings for this week, they remain the same. Mary Brown's 1, Popeyes 2, Wendy's 3, KFC. Famous chicken sandwich for.
Also, shout out to Mary Brown's goddamn Twitter account. Been very active.
Yes.
I don't know if that's because the algorithms are just showing me because all we talk about is fucking chicken all the time, but...
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing, too. 7-Eleven is promoting chicken during Raptors games now.
Oh, looks like there's a new...
What the... You know what I mean?
Someone tossed their hat in the ring.
I don't know. I don't think there's a sandwich, but there's for sure fried chicken now available at 7-Eleven.
If they got buckets, they're going to have a sandwich. Someone's breaking that down in the back.
Man,
We are not doing... No, we got to draw the line. That's fucking crazy.
That blew my.
You can't be able to buy Febreze and a chicken sandwich at the same time. That's not.
There's a lot there. Pack of smokes too. You can get a pack of.
Pick up a fucking Belmont king size.
Some darts.
You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. Thing 6, many tricks.
Twitter questions. We got some good ones. Thanks again to everyone who hits us up.
Shout out to all y'all, man. We love you.
Appreciate it. It's pretty dope. First question goes to our good friend James Keast, who's a
shout out to James, man.
Good buddy of ours. We've taken in many a Raptor game with him, and he is saying, what are your thoughts on the game ops continuing all their classic moves still? They're still doing the prompts to chant "Let's go Raptors," etc. Admire the consistency, or should they try something new while they can? I mean, I kind of like that they keep it the same only because it's literally the only thing we have in that arena.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. It's the only like semblance of familiarity that we have.
Yeah. Like I see
even our fucking jerseys are different. What?
Yeah. I see what James is saying. I would like them to switch it up when they're back in Toronto, I would say.
Yeah, it's revamp time.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I still don't understand the Kyle Lowry. Woo! I don't get that at all still.
You know what I did think of the other day, though, that I miss so much is the player intros when Lowry walks up and everyone's like lying on the ground.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that, man.
I wonder if they do it in the back.
I really miss that. Like, I cannot wait for a full arena. Oh God. Like, he should, when they unveil his statue in front of the arena, he should get to walk up to, and everyone from the Raptors PR, the whole world, everybody should be lying on the ground, and he just high fives people,
Daps up all the statues
as he walks up to his statue.
Of the Leafs.
Yeah.
Is Johnny Bauer a fucking high five?
Yeah. I missed that so much. I saw it the other day, and I was like, "Fuck this pandemic." Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I do wish they did more screen shit for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a really great point, and it's. I mean,
did you notice the car parked?
Yeah, I did, dude. And I swear to God, at one point there was someone in the driver's seat passed out.
That's
I don't know. Maybe I was seeing
fucking
things.
Hilarious.
But it's weird. Like I was like, is that an usher sitting in the fucking driver's seat?
Dude, it took me so long. I'm like, oh, is there a screen there advertising a car? I'm like, why the fuck is there just a car there?
Park car, baby.
But they
Tampa.
have fans, right?
Dude, not at the basketball game. I don't know what the fuck.
I think they do have fans in Indiana.
Oh, it's in Indiana, right? It was in Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana has.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
why,
yeah, they
that's
did.
why
They
that
did.
fucking car was there.
They did. There was a kid in a Raptors jersey.
There you go, attaboy.
And
Fucking
he had a mask on.
Getting COVID, supporting the team, good.
Knows what's up. Mike Maz, do you guys play 5-on-5 2K or My Career? Which system do you rock? Do you want to start a pro team on 2K? Also, tried Mary Brown's for the first time because of your pod and was blown away. So amazing. Now my whole family eats it, and I praise this podcast for why we do. Love the podcast. Well, listen, we're making a difference in the world.
Doing God's work.
One chicken sandwich at a time. And thank you, Mike.
Hey, thank Mary Brown's, Mike.
I mean, that's really, we're the, you don't shoot the messenger, you don't praise the messenger.
That's right.
We're just the messenger. 2K, I'm going to be honest, I've been playing a lot of Madden and PGA golf lately. I haven't played 2K much.
I play My Career.
Yeah.
So we've gone to the Rec and played 5-on-5 a few times.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think it's out of the question that whenever we both get a PS5, we jump on there. Maybe we start up a Talking Raptors 5-on-5 team with Mike Maz and a couple other guys.
Yeah, let's
or girls, whoever.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start a Talking Raptors team when we both get PS5s.
Yeah, so it should be
never
24, 25.
I am gonna try to get one this year though. I am.
Sagasaurus Flex. With Valentine's Day around the corner, which current or former Raptor is the best at planning A Valentine's Day date. Shout out to OG for bringing the dates to Rabba Fine Foods. Well, I think also now that he's got that roses, skateboard and roses,
He's gonna smell real good.
you know, I think he might be the guy. Otherwise, man, I gotta say, I don't want to keep dwelling on this, but Yuta is such a handsome man. I bet he knows a thing or two about Valentine's Day dates. You know?
You know what? I don't think when you're that handsome, you're not really like, you don't need to be romantic. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have to learn like to woo women. He's beautiful and tall, can jump.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you don't have to like,
I mean, he doesn't have to, but I feel like it would be natural for him. You know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's like if you're born like a natural athlete, you're still gonna play the game. You know?
Yeah. You're born just a natural womanizer.
He's a handsome man. I'm sure it comes naturally to him.
I'd say probably Matt Thomas, man. He's got a lot of time, not doing that much. He could plan a good fucking date.
He's sitting on Bumble on the bench, fucking scrolling.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world to dream up romantic, beautiful things.
All Enterprise. I think it's time for Nick to revive the bench mob. Kyle, Fred, and Siakam get more rest and give the young guys an opportunity to show themselves. Who should be part of the new bench mob? Well, Matt Thomas?
Should be. It's Matty, Yuta.
Yeah.
Paul Watson Jr., man.
Yeah.
I like the 3 minutes that he played for some reason early over Matt Thomas, which is always hilarious.
I again like DeAndre.
Vanvleet.
Buddy, he looked so good.
Best hair on the team, too.
Yeah. He does. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I would say those three: Yuta, DeAndre, and who's the third one we just said?
Matt Thomas.
Is it Matt Thomas? Wasn't there someone else we just said?
Paul Watson, Stanley. I mean, Stanley could be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Stanley.
Dude,
definitely.
that's your bench bomb right there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
All guys that, other than Matty, questionable scorers, but play fucking hard as hell.
I like it. Sagasaurus Flex follow-up. Also, I have an interview for a dream job tomorrow, so I will be playing this pod to relax afterwards. Buddy, best of luck. Hope you get that. We'll send out some positive vibes.
Good luck, brother. Go get that shit.
Hope you're listening to this right now. You killed the interview and you're...
Gonna make a shit ton of money, baby.
Yeah.
Send us both PS5s when you get that new job.
Celebrating. Marcelino, what is your opinion for this season to be a good season? Which standings, playoff performance, individual performance? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I would say like if they finish 5 or 6 and if they win a round of playoffs, finish 5 or 6, I'm like, yeah, we're good. I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say,
I'm happy. Just play like the fucking Toronto Raptors, man. That'll be if we ever get there, that'll be nice.
Totally agree with that. Just play up to your level, and I'll be fine. Even if they lose, but they're playing how they can play, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. You know?
Yeah, I mean, individually, yeah, you I want to see Pascal not be so up and down for sure.
Yes,
you want to see guys like play like how we know you can play.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yeah.
If the record is underachieving, all good, man. It is what it is. But individually, let's see what's up.
Chris Molnar, any thoughts? This is a good question. Any thoughts on the KFC vegetarian chicken sandwich, or is that just a BC thing? No, it's here too. And I didn't know this was a thing until last night. They had a commercial for it during the Pacers game. Yeah, I don't know.
Now we got a whole nother tier.
Like what? Not
real chicken.
It looks like a chicken sandwich, but it's plant-based. But
Yeah.
they even made it look like the...
Well, that's what they do, right?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. They fried it up to...
Yes.
So it's not a square.
Right. Yeah, right.
It looks like a real chicken breast.
I get that they make some plant-based foods look like the meat ones, like the chicken burger or the hamburger and all that stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I've never understood? And my girlfriend's vegetarian. When they do vegetarian meatballs.
What do you mean?
Like it's a meatball.
Yeah.
And you're making a vegetarian version.
But what's it supposed to look like then?
But why are you making... Isn't that go against everything?
Well,
it's a meatball.
What is more insane is making it look like a chicken breast. That's even more fucking insane because that's just a normal chicken. Like a burger is ground up, right?
Yeah.
So a plant-based burger would look like a regular burger because it's just processed whatever the fuck their fake meat is.
Yes.
formed into a patty. That's what a meatball is the same way. It's just meat, like you grind it and then formed into a ball.
But I get that it looks like the chicken sandwich and it looks like the hamburger. Because that, you know what I mean?
The chicken sandwich is insane. To make it look like an actual fried chicken breast is craziness. We know it's not chicken. Don't
Right.
fucking make it look like chicken. That's weird.
But I get that you want to
Put it in a patty.
I think it's like that the sandwich or the hamburger is like it's like a thing where it's like you don't want to feel left out maybe or whatever. You know what I mean? But like a meatball, like no one eats just meatballs.
No.
So like why is it important to a vegetarian to have
Because
their own version of a meatball?
Because you want spaghetti and meatballs. What do you do if you're a vegetarian and you want spaghetti and meatballs? Spaghetti and fucking spinach on top?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It just the meatball, like it's just that's all it is meat. It's like you know, there's like non-alcoholic beer, but it's because like you're like, yeah, I like beer, but it's not like you would get alcohol. You know what I mean? Like that's the level of making a vegetarian meatball.
That's what non-alcoholic beer is.
But I mean, like, but it's like then you're just drinking the alcohol. You know?
What? Isn't that why you drink beer?
Either way, I don't think we're gonna be trying the plant-based KFC burger anytime soon. Maybe it's a wild card one week.
I'll try it if it doesn't look like if it looks like a patty. I'm down.
No,
Maybe
it looks exact. You wouldn't be able to, like in the commercial. There's no way you could tell that it was plant-based. It looks like a chicken burger. It looks like the one we just ate, but it's plant-based. Mike, I'm concerned. We win every game without Lowry, who I love. It almost seems as if our young guys' bootstrap approach, defensive buy-in, all work better without him. What if we trade him to a contender? We would have a team to cheer for in the playoffs. We invest in the future. Hey, man, I think the Raptors are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I get why people are saying maybe trade him, but we talked about this earlier. I respect the opinion, but I don't agree with it. I'll say that.
Yeah, man. I'm not here to do that. No, I don't.
We won't be bad enough to fucking tank. Like our team is still too without Lowry, we're not gonna tank.
No, and our buddy Sworsley put out this point earlier in the week, and he's like, I don't understand why people think we can tank if we still have Boucher, OG, Siakam, and Fred. Like, how do you tank with that?
That's
like,
real shit.
I don't. So yeah.
We can't. We'll be too good to tank. We won't be that bad. It'll be a worse situation. We'll be in fucking NBA purgatory.
Yes.
It'll be awful.
And finally, Mark in Van City. If you could remake a basketball movie, which one would it be? Blue Chips, Eddie, Sunset Park, or Above the Rim? Man, remember Eddie?
What was Eddie?
That was Whoopi Goldberg, I believe. And she ends up being the coach of the Knicks. I'm pretty sure that's Eddie.
I do not know if I've ever.
But that was back in the day. And John Sally played a role in that movie. He was really good, too.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, that's an older one. Shout out to kudos, Mark, for bringing up Eddie. Blue Chips was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Sunset Park I never saw. And I didn't see Above the Rim either.
Above the Rim's great.
So I would say let's do Eddie, and you flip Whoopi Goldberg for
Tiffany Haddish.
She's fun. I think she's actually funny.
Tiffany Haddish is fucking hilarious, dude.
I
She's
think
really funny.
See, I'm not a big Whoopi Goldberg fan. I don't think she's that funny. But I think Tiffany Haddish is very funny.
Did Whoopi do stand up?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, no, I've never seen Whoopi Goldberg do stand up.
Oh, bro. Yeah, well.
I should know that as a stand up comedian, but
nah, you really shouldn't. Doesn't matter.
I would do Air Bud.
Are you using a dog still, or?
I would play the role of Bud, and it's basically like Mike.
It's like, that's a guy.
Dude, remake Like Mike with Bow Wow again, just as an adult.
Done.
With a kid.
Perfect. That's it. Thanks to everybody who hit us up. Some great questions again. We really appreciate it, and some good food for thought there. Well, we've got the Big Crunch, McDonald's, and Harvey's to go. We'll see what happens.
That's the remaining contenders.
We'll be back next week. More chicken sandwiches, more positive vibes, hopefully.
Positive vibes, man.
Stay positive.
Mad chicken.
Let's go Raptors.